Good morning, Armor Insiders. Thank you for joining me in this virtual hedge fund trading desk. We're going to go over our morning meeting. You're looking at a chart of SOUN and GRWG. We're going to talk about the similarities in those chart patterns and how to handle concept stocks in the mechanical bull market. All right. So first we'll talk risk monitor real quick, go over the big picture of the stock market, do a little housekeeping, talk about SOUN, GRWG, talk about where money is rotating right now. There's a very important weighting that we've been building up in our portfolio over the last month, and it's really causing alpha. I'm going to share it with you. And then, of course, we'll round it out with a discussion of our Armor carry portfolio and how we handled yesterday. Something very important about the 1 o'clock time slot when it comes to trading. I'm going to talk to you about it. So let's hop right in. Don't forget, Virtual Hedge Fund Desk, Chief Investment Officer, Portfolio Manager of your own assets. We're all sitting around the table getting ready for the trading session. You, at the end of the day, have to take this information, figure out your strategy, risk tolerance, goals, and execute it. Be the smart money. There is rotation going on right now in the market. Let's talk about that. This is the equally weighted S&P, RSP. On our desk, we loaded up on it in here in this box. And I said to you early February that I'm expecting a shift of alpha out of the hateful 8, which drove the initial 3 months of the market rip, and into the rest of the market. And it will be expressed easiest, you can see it easiest, in the equally weighted S&P. Take a look at what this is doing. It's walking up in a straight line. In order for the risk monitor to change, you would have to have this breaking down. That would be confluence, right? So all that's going on right now is the weighted index, which is doing well itself. It's walking straight up, has been joined by the equally weighted index, which is, levitating. And where's the money coming from? Well, the NASDAQ 100's kind of been going sideways since early February. See, this is early February. NASDAQ 100's going sideways. Big cap tech hasn't gone anywhere since early February. Money's rotating here since early February. And that's why on our trading desk, our largest position in the indexes right now is the equally weighted. We started that in the early February. That's where the alpha is going. Now let's drill down into what is the highlighted group. Scratch that. Sector collecting a lot of capital and interest right now. And it's commodities, energy, gold, silver, copper yesterday blew out. As an Armor Insider, you're ready for this. You're ready for this. We have somewhere around 50% of our capital right now in commodities, not because we were predicting, but simply because we were executing a strategy of buying right using algorithms. Let me show you what I mean. Okay. Let me show you what I mean. When we first started putting capital into the NASDAQ 100, big cap tech, it was here. Risk monitor went green here. Market had been selling off. Risk monitor goes green. We load up on big cap tech, skyrocket, right? Up here, it's getting extended. February, it's extended and it's kind of going sideways, consolidating, which is very healthy, by the way. It'll set up a whole nother buy signal. But anyway, so it's going sideways. So where are we putting money in February? Well, we had to look for positions that look like this. We don't want to pay up here. We want to pay down here. So let's take as an example. Now I'm just going to use index right now. Okay. Buying XOP down here. I'm using this as an example. We're buying our favorite names, but here's the ETF. Early February, buying the downtrend, algorithmic breakout. That's where we were shifting capital in early February, right? So we own Tidewater down here in the green box, blowing out. We own FTI down here. See, looks just like the NASDAQ, right? Sell off, algo buy trigger, making money. Just look at that and then look at the NASDAQ, right? We were buying down here after the selling, buy it here. You're buying weakness and overall strength. That's the way to do it. So strength in FTI, it's in an uptrend, but we're buying weakness, algo buy trigger, stock goes up. That's how you want to execute. And you get ahead of the rotation, or get on the rotation, actually, because this doesn't go up without institutions. So obviously we're getting on the rotation. Okay. Let's look at gold. It doesn't get any easier than that, any more obvious than that. Here's a huge bullish pattern developing in gold. This was an uptrend in gold, right? Armor algo buy trigger right here after the downtrend, right near the 50-day moving average. That's the time to buy it. Now it's ripping higher. Silver had a huge day yesterday. We're buying it down here, guys. See, we're not paying for it up here. Downtrend, our Armor Algo buy trigger, get long, break out. And so what we've been doing is shifting capital. We're in somewhere north of 50% of our capital is commodity committed now through energy, gold, silver, mining stocks. Now, I don't own any copper, but look at what happened to the copper index yesterday. It blew out. I can't buy it now. I can't buy it now. If I wanted copper, here's the entry point in copper. You have to buy right, guys, or you get fleeced by the market. You have to have the courage to put the capital to work before the breakout, before the rip, closest to the stop, and then let other people mark up your portfolio. But I share this chart with you so you can see where to put capital to work, and the capital is shifting into commodities. Look at the breakout in Freeport. Okay, there's an example. So to wrap up this conversation, most recently we've been adding drilling stocks to the portfolio. Look, there's drilling just starting to come out. Look at HP. How much are you paying? Just coming out of a pennant right here, right on the 200-day moving average. All right, highlighted stock of the day, and that's got to be SoundHound after yesterday's trading action. And this has been brewing for a while. So here's a chart of SoundHound. Just take a peek right there. Okay, totally blew out. We were on SoundHound here at the beginning of this move, right? When they first revealed that, NVIDIA had a piece of it. Then it blew out. We booked profits of these yellow bars here. We've been waiting, and then bang, we got back on it yesterday. Okay, got back on it in here. All right, now let's talk about SoundHound, concept stocks, and mechanical bull market. Okay, the first thing you have to do to understand how to make money in concept stock in a mechanical bull market is to immediately stop talking about fundamentals. This has nothing to do with PE ratios. This has nothing to do with price to sales. You've already lost the argument if that's where your mind is. You want to talk to me about Berkshire Hathaway, I'm happy to go over all of those things with you. But when it comes to concept stocks in a mechanical bull market, none of it matters. So the question is how to handle SoundHound and where can it go? Number one, technical analysis, price action is the only thing that matters in a concept stock in a mechanical bull market. We trade around a core. So when we put a trade on yesterday morning and it skyrockets, we book some profits by the end of the day to cauterize any of our risk, to get paid on the risk we took. And then we carry a core position, see how high it goes till we get taken out and we start all over again. That's how to handle concept stocks. Now, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, I respectfully ask you to look at this chart pattern, okay? This is SoundHound on the left. This is GRWG on the right. This is SoundHound now. This is GRWG in 2020. Notice, please, the incredible similarity in the base that was built leading up to the blowout. Base that was built. Nobody cared about GRWG. Nobody cared. Broke out almost at the same price of around $7. It's the same breakout on SoundHound, around $7. Now, let's talk concept stock. We had a mechanical bull market in 2020. Concept idea that was running rampant on Wall Street in 2020. Remember, you and I did it together. It was cannabis. We were on GRWG. We made this money already in a mechanical bull market in a concept stock. The stock broke out at 7. And by the time the run was over for GRWG, it hit 70. It went up 10 times from the breakout. Do you think it was worth 70? Was it even worth 7? Not really. It wasn't even worth 7. The fundamentals have nothing to do with what happened to GRWG stock. It was a mechanical bull market with tons of liquidity, and people were in love with the cannabis idea. So they found a stock to hop on, and it went up 10 times from the breakout. So don't tell me you know where SoundHound is going between now and the end of the mechanical bull market. You don't know. I don't know. Am I predicting it's going up 10 times? No, I don't know where it's going, but I can tell you for a fact it's got nothing to do with fundamentals. This is a mechanical bull market of 2024, and the concept du jour is AI. So concept stocks in AI will trade at insane levels before this is all over. And if you want to play in this space, and I'm not suggesting you do, there's a lot of risk. The volatility is going to be insane. So this is not for most investors. But if you want to play in this space, don't waste your time talking about PEs and forward earnings and all the other stuff. It means nothing. Look at price action. Be very disciplined where you enter. Make sure you're booking profits on the way up. Raise your stops. Trade it. You want to hold a core position? Hold a small core position and try to ride it up 10 times if the market does that. Trade around it and don't get caught up in greed, which means your position size gets too big and then you get your head handed to you in a week and you don't know what happened. That'll just ruin it because it'll crater for a week and then skyrocket again. These things don't make any sense. They're concept stocks in the mechanical bull market. Okay. So position size, book profits at targets, use stops, trade it, forget about everything else. If that's what you want to do, if you want to make money in a concept stock in a mechanical bull market. All right. Can't wait to get at it again with you guys today. Last day before I'm off the desk for a few days. So we'll get the live stream started for Armor Insiders at 9:30. Don't forget, you can always be an Armor Report subscriber. You're live right now. If you guys have questions, put it in the YouTube comments right now. I'm happy to answer them before I sign off. So you can do that, and then you take it on your own the rest of the day. And of course, if you need to, we're always here to run capital for you if that's something that works for you and makes sense for us. So we can talk about that. Otherwise, everybody have a wonderful trading session. Have a wonderful, next 5 days. I'll see you day 6. And at the end of the day, remember, take all this information, find a quiet spot, figure out your strategy, and be the smart one. Have a great trading session.